So, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Simcade. We are here for, is it round 4 or round 5? I'm joined by Fenton, by the way. I'll just let you in on that.
Round 4, I believe.
Round 4.
So,
yeah, my numbers are pants recently. I'm not very good at this.
The primary school education isn't doing too well.
No, right, we're going to have to quickly just jump and do the track guide with Crofty because we've got 30 seconds. I'm going to miss it, so we'll be right back in 2 seconds.
You join us here in Portimao as we prepare for what will undoubtedly be a magnificent day of racing. It's time, of course, for the Portuguese Grand Prix. So Portimao features 15 turns over the course of its 2.9-mile length. 9 are right-handers, 6 are to the left. This is a track with a lot of uphill action, which only accentuates the importance of getting those exits right, especially at turn 4, where a good line can present opportunities to pass on the way into turn 5.
Thank you very much for that, Crofty. As always, it's a pleasure having you with us. Fenton, nice to have you back with me. How are you?
I'm thrilled to be here, and I'm doing pretty well. I like this track personally, so I'm relishing to get going in the F1. But this F2 isn't going to be any slouch either. I'd say it's going to be pretty action packed.
I'd say this is probably one of the best tracks on the calendar. Underrated, underused, and it's so sad to have it removed as a circuit. I know they use it as MotoGP, but when we had it, is it mid-COVID? God, it was a great track.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's such a nice track. I don't know. They obviously couldn't get to an agreement as to use it.
Yeah. And we are just heading into qualifying for the F2, and the game has chosen Cornish. So, well, why not have the man himself take us around Portimao? That F2 car looks absolutely stunning around here, I have to say.
Looks very good.
The double sweeping right-hander of turn 1 and 2 is just sublime as he takes a quick dart up the hill as a left-hander. Bit loose on the traction on a few of these corners in the F2 cars, and it is a bit of a roller coaster, this track.
It is. The gradient and the undulation is definitely a big one.
Even though on the track map it doesn't look that much different, it is.
It is. It's a completely different track once you go out on the actual track.
Yeah, it's not like the gradients of, I'd say, like Brazil, but the up and down itself is yeah, as you can see, we're just out dropping down the hill into a sweeping left-hander. Picking his braking points is Cornish here, is his P2 at the moment, just being picked by HL. But we don't know how close they are until they cross the line.
I'm like a kid in a sweet shop right now. We might have an Irish pole position.
I mean,
oh no,
I think
he's after invalidating.
I think he might have binned it somewhere.
No, he invalidated.
Oh dear.
Oh, I was on board.
As Cornish has just got a couple more corners to do. Last right-hander as he blasts down the main straight for a lap around Portimao. Up the hill for a 1:26.920. That's a lap in a F2 car. That's
a lap, yeah. It looks pretty quick.
It does. And now
I think we have 12 drivers at a time there. The rest were disqualified.
Yeah, there is. One-shot qualifying is pretty scary, is how I would experience it. Yeah. Right, we'll just run through the driver order as it is. On pole position is Cornish, followed by Mans. Our championship leader, I believe, still is Ninja in P3 with Ennis, V2, Golf, Tom, Simi, Polybar, Jack rounding up the top 10 with Craig and Mikey all setting the time. The rest who didn't are HL, Gibbo, Stevie, Barenko, Extinct and Golden Flame. Wow.
That was an interesting one.
I mean, we only get the perspective of one driver. We are trying something new today, with it being just one-shot qualifying throughout. I think we wanted more race time, less qualifying time, I believe, is the thing, including in the F1 as well. I think it was just a little bit too... We were losing too much time for qualifying.
Exactly. It was running on a bit, I think. I think we'll be hopefully a bit more timely this time.
See, with F1, you're not the bit like GT7, I know that Jack and yourself will probably know a bit more. You can select exactly how many laps. With this, you can only select the session distance.
Yeah, so it's like percentages, isn't it? It's 25, 33,
Yeah,
whatever.
And I'm not sure whether it's relative to time or if it's relevant to laps, but I know that the way that F1 work it out is time equals laps or laps equals time, if that makes sense.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
10 seconds to go here now.
F2 has been rather interesting. I know you were racing last week, but I
Didn't
think
go very well. I mean, threw it into another car.
Chaotic. But they actually went throughout. Here we go. Exactly. We have got 2 lights, 3 lights, 4, and there's the 5th. And we're away, and we are racing, and it looks like Cornish gets a good start, but Mans is sticking with him as they both power down the main straight, as everybody at the back is just jostling for position, tucking in behind. It looks like the safety car's following out then. I don't know if you spotted that as well.
Oh, interesting. I didn't see that, actually. But there's still positions changing.
Definitely did see that.
There's Stranger Craig, I think, has lost it at the back. HL isn't looking particularly great either, I don't think.
No, I think we've just lost Extinct as well. So at the back, there has been an incident at the back of the grid as well.
There has.
There's
Stevie in the
Jack has been spun around. The safety car is at the back of the track.
It is, yeah. It's trundling around. I don't know
in
why
between.
It
it's in between Jack and Stevie. I don't think it's actually meant to be on track. I think this might be a bit of a glitch.
Yeah. Yeah. Stevie's following it around here now. I'm not too sure what I'm seeing right now.
He's gone through it.
He's just gone through it, yeah.
I think this might be a bit of a spectator glitch, is what I would say.
I think it is. Cornish seems to be doing racing speed, and he's pulled out an 8-second gap. There is a double yellow somewhere, so I think it's Mons. Mons is falling down the grid. He's on the side of the track. That doesn't sound too good.
No, we have yellow flags in sectors 2 and 3 for that. I think that is now cleared, with Ninja now putting himself up into P2.
Yes,
respectively P1, if I'm right in saying.
Pretty chaotic so far. There's, I think the top Formula 2 driver right now is Tom.
No, it's Ninja. 6th. It's Ninja in P1.
Oh, it's Ninja. Actually, I didn't
Ninja.
See
well,
Ninja.
P2.
Ninja's.
Sorry, yes. P2.
So Ninja, Tom, and Mikey.
Mikey, yeah, good shout out for Mikey there. That's a good start. It made up a couple of positions there. As we're just on board with Tom, who is hunting down Mikey with. Golf Maniac closely following behind them. It looks like Simi is just about backing this pack up, I believe.
I believe so too.
Oh, there is a bit of contact there as I just went on board with Mike. I think it's Golf. I think there might be a bit of server glitching as well. I'm not quite sure. Is that Brenko?
There's a 5-second penalty for a golden flame. I just
somebody dives up the inside there.
There was a sliding blue car. I think it was Branko. Kind of got sideways.
And I think Extinct has taken the brunt of that as well.
Oh, yeah.
There's a bit of a car in the pit lane.
Run damage here. I'm not too sure.
So F2 cars are a bit lenient as Golf's made up a couple of places there. It looks like Gibbo. I don't know what's going on. Gibbo is shooting down the.
I think. He had a bit of a sideways moment. He's side by side with Ennis. Ennis cutting over the curb, but he's kind of forfeited that position at this point. No advantage. There's a car to the right there. That's Branko. Oh, Stranger Craig kind of clipped the back end of Gibbo here, I think.
Craig dropping down the order a couple places as Ninja has put the fastest lap of the race in with a 128.9 on lap 3. He's
still in DRS. He's still in DRS for Cornish.
He is. I think he's found his calling with these F2 cars.
Yeah, exactly. And I suppose he would, because he's not particularly practicing F1 at the moment, with him not being in F1 contention.
What was a dive up the inside there from Gibbo's side-by-side racing with Barenko.
I have to say, HL is climbing back up the field after his horrendous qualifying and start. He was down the bottom of the grid at one point, but he's back up to 8.
He is. That's a great recovery so far. We'll keep a close eye on that as he is hunting down Golf. However, we do know that Golf does have some good pace as V2 picks up a 3-second penalty.
The gaps are incredibly close around here.
This is one thing that we have noticed with the F2 is... I know the F2 in general is like this, but it is close.
It's very close.
And obviously we are running presets as well for the F2 drivers, so they're all on the same tyre situation, setup situation. There's no, nobody's gaining a great advantage.
It comes more to skill than how well you wear with a spanner,
It does, as HL does get the move done on Golf, but it looks like he's fighting back there a bit. It looks like he's not giving that one. With Mikey just up in front, that might be helping him out there. Mikey is glitching slightly on my screen, but I don't think it's anything to be HL text there.
And
a nice move up the inside. They are.
I think
DRS is open now. I think HL's
coming into this as well.
HL's bottomed out a bit. This is going to make Golf up the inside as well. Does he get the move done? He does, and I think Gibbo got the move done on Mikey as well in the background. Oh, and there's a car very, very wide. That's Brenko, everybody.
Back of Golf. That's brought Brenko into it. Oh, Brenko slid actually. And Mikey's just lost it on the crest. Ennis, the big winner there. He's right on the back of Golf now.
I think
that fight.
I think a few people were getting a bit frustrated there, and I think Mikey was one of them and just dropped it a little bit too much.
Yeah, you have to keep your composure here because like any of those uphill rights are really a problem for traction. So you need to be lots of throttle discipline. As Gibbo just losing the back end
sideways there, yeah.
He's left Golf and Ennis through, and just undid his last lap of work. HL up to 6th again. He's not letting this one go, as the safety car is ahead of him.
I'm not quite sure what this is all about with the safety car. It looks kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if anybody can see it on the track, but every time somebody gets near it, it's they're hitting into it.
They're crashing into it and then kind of respawning again.
Yeah,
it's definitely a visual quirk.
I want to see if this is if they're seeing that, if that makes sense as well. It's not just us.
Exactly. Yeah, I'll have to bring up the telemetry and see if there's any hesitations going into it. But
I can't see it on the. Is it on the track map? I think it is, isn't it? It's just whereabouts is it now?
I don't think.
I've just spotted it there. No, it's not.
I don't think it's on the track map. Yeah, usually it would be. So maybe it isn't for them. I suppose it's like the medical car originally, that it would follow the pack out, but it kind of kept going then.
There is switch of positions there as Mans. Oh, is it Ennis and Golf for switch positions for
Stevie brought into that as well. He's having a look. Stevie's no slouch in these cars, so he'll be
a bit disappointed being in P12 at the moment, I'd say, though.
He will. He loves these cars, so
I'd say there's a nice slide there from Golf.
Yeah, well held actually. Well held. He did lose to Mons there, but he's still not too bad. He's fighting back almost. He did show a nose, but he's come back in.
This middle pack from Ennis downwards, I don't think there's actually a second between any of them.
Yeah, there's 2 tenths, 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths,
and then you'd be behind for Extinct backwards. Then you got another group of
exactly
cars as well.
I'm surprised with Extinct. He's quite a quick driver in these. I've been in lobbies where he's dominated in the F2 cars. I think he's just having a torrid time.
He has sort of broken away from that pack now, so I think he is on the catch-up, as looks like there's going to be a around the outside move here from Gibbo on Ennis. Can he get the move done? There's a bit of a tap of wheels, not giving each other a lot of room there. There's a 3-second penalty for Jack for multiple warnings, and they're still tapping along. Both on the medium tyres. Extinct now picks up a 3-second penalty. These two are just not letting it go, and it's bringing Mons into the fight now.
And Gibbo. Oh, sorry, not Gibbo. It is Mons. Yeah, sorry, I mixed up the cars there. Golf. I can't even believe what I'm seeing right now. There's like 5 cars for the one position. It's incredible.
Or P7, which respectively would be P4, I believe, for some of these drivers.
I believe so.
But
yes,
Ennis
so the ones
Golf
fighting here, it's Ennis, Golf is also an F2 driver, so they'll be the big fighters here. Now the Formula 1 drivers that are in that pack, they won't count towards the standings at the end for the Formula 2 Championship, but that's a 3-second time penalty for Mons and Craig. There's quite a few people picking them up now. It's quite an easy track to invalidate on.
It is. It's not like last week where we were, surrounded by walls and buildings. We are in the open air this week in Portimao, and it is just such a gorgeous track, as this, like we were saying before.
It's amazing. Yes, one of the Algarve Mountains, I think, is it?
Yeah, I've been to Portugal, so has Mikey. I'm pretty sure quite a lot of them have, but I've been nowhere near the circuit itself. But the place is just
beautiful.
It's beautiful.
As Ennis and Gibbo have been side by side through the first 3 corners there, and Ennis isn't giving up either. Gibbo's still being hounded by him.
He is just
going to open on Ennis's car now. Mons being brought into this too.
His yellow flags in sector 1. I believe that is for Golf, who's dropped it somewhere down the back straight.
He won't be too happy. This is obviously he's scoring here, so this will be a bit of a blow to his championship hopes.
He is. Big shout out for V2. Bit of a home race for the 2 races, I believe, is Portuguese.
Yes, and I think we broke his curse as well because we put him on medium traction for this one. He was really struggling.
Oh dear.
I think he's finding his feet now on medium traction.
Oh, what have you done?
Unleash the beast, I think.
No. Well, he has just had a couple of weeks off from us. And obviously in his downtime, he was still hard at work practicing. He did send us a quick clip of what he was up to. It looked exciting. I wish I was there. Whatever he was doing, it looked brilliant.
Absolutely, it was amazing. It was a nice old car as well, I think.
Yeah.
He likened it to being up in the mountains, training, kind of getting his the training up in the mountains with the what is it called? Improving your respiratory health and all
yes,
that.
Yes. A bit of the Valtteri Bottas experience, should we say? Because that's what he likes to do. Get himself calm and ready.
In Zen.
Yes, yeah. I believe these gaps are starting to form between Mons, Gibbo and Ennis as a safety car still trundling around. Branko picks up a 3-second penalty for corner cutting. I bet people are wishing that they were back in Baku now.
Exactly, with the sizable penalties. I think there's 9 seconds for Barenko. He won't be too happy.
No.
I'm just eyeing up HL coming towards Tom here. I think there's going to be a battle near the end of this lap.
I'm still on board with Gibbo and Mons at the moment because these two are the closest. But as soon as
talk,
yeah, I mean it's a shame now that Ninjas I think have dropped off a bit to Cornish, but it's tense here, tense there, which is not too bad, I guess.
Absolutely, it's a dominant display by Ninja. He's absolutely he's into the pits here now.
He is, yes.
Very careful with the limiter. He's down very, very slowly.
And I think V2 has followed him as well. They were literally 2 seconds as V2 picks up a spin in the pit lane.
Ooh.
Yeah, which
HL is in slowly too. He's making sure he doesn't get any pit lane limiter problem or pit lane penalty. He didn't pick one up, so he's all right.
No, and that promotes our very own Tom into P2, respectively, P1.
I just noticed we do have different tires.
We do.
There was HL was on a set of softs, whereas there was a few. Most of them were on mediums, I think. Let me switch my details to the tires. We have a very different one. I think softs now are poly. Stranger Craig is also on a set of softs, and Mikey. Everyone else seems to be on mediums. I think HL was on softs, but he's changed to the mediums.
Yep.
I think everyone who's pitted now, so it's V2, HL, Branko, and Stevie, they'll have switched onto mediums from the softs, I would assume, considering the time of the race.
I would suspect to get them softs over and done with, or you go long on the mediums.
That's it, exactly. Depending where you are on the grid and which one do you prefer. I know Cornish likes to do his harder tires first and then finish off with softs, but I think he's no, hang on. Exactly. He's started with his mediums. He'll be switching the softs now in a bit. As
Jack has been disqualified for going the wrong way in the pit lane.
I've not seen that ever on this
game.
Mean,
I just missed it. I can't. Sometimes you can't click on it quick enough, if that makes sense. You lose it.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can get a heads up on what happened there from Jack. He is talking in chat, so we will get a message in a second to see what he has done. The only other disqualification is Golden Flame, I think, retired in the pit lane. Jack says, I hate these cars. I mean,
In caps.
With an exclamation mark. So I'm not going to shout at you as Polyblar has picked up a 5 second. And Mikey.
As has Mikey.
I mean, these cars are very easy to catch up speeding in the pit lanes because they don't. Like Ninja was explaining last week, he picked up one. Was it last week or the week before? But the marker line was green. He was in the limit, and then it just sort of like disappeared and was weird, and so he sped back up.
They feel a bit odd.
Yeah.
Yes. I think it's something to do with the pit assist that can sometimes mess around with you. We have Polly and Mikey just coming out of the pits now. Polly was getting a bit sideways, and a 3-second time penalty for Stevie for what I assume track limits. It was, yeah. So looking at all these penalties so far, Mons with 3 seconds, Ennis, Extinct, all with 3 seconds, and then you've got V2. He'll be disappointed with that with 8 seconds, 9 seconds for Brenko, 11 for Stevie, 5 for Polyblar, and then 2 8-second penalties for both Craig and Mikey. There's some penalties there. Stevie and Brenko are 2/10 between each other. It's a very, very tight. They've been kind of swapping positions now. Stevie seems to be the stronger one, but he can't make it stick around Brenko. Just watching coming into the final sector here. I think Stevie's lining them up for the final straight.
I think he is. Yeah, I am on board with these two, so hopefully we're going to see a bit of a DRS pass, a bit of a tighter line there from Stevie coming in the last corner. Ooh, careful not to clip her. But yeah, don't want to be clipping people there because you will just go straight round as you're trying to go on the accelerator.
Exactly. It's a very, very slippy circuit. I think we'll see a few spins in F1. Definitely a couple of spins already on F2.
I think these two were weaving down the straights. I'm not quite sure what that was all about.
I'm not sure if that was lag or not, but he's just picked up another track limits penalty.
He has.
He's keeping the nose in there. He's not giving up, but I think Stevie's made that one stick. There's very, very tight between Simi and Gibbo.
Just jump on board with that quickly.
I think Gibbo made the move stick. I think Simi was in fourth, but...
And 4/10 between Tom and Mons as well. He has closed that gap very, very quickly as Mons. It's just going to come down the main straight.
I have no doubt these top... One goes into the pit and two goes into the pit. Yes, it's around that time in the race now where the medium runners from start will be pitting. That's everyone at the top 8 have not pitted yet. Very interesting.
As Barenko and Stevie are still neck and neck. One gets a 2/10 ahead, the other one catches back up, and they are just literally going at it. As Golf picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Another one to succumb to the pit lane limit.
Yeah, everyone seems to be getting caught in some way. We have a lot of penalties. I think we'll be counting more the people who didn't get penalties more than the people who did get penalties.
Well, I was very wide there from Stevie. Sorry, apologies. I was just hiccuping. Very wide there from Stevie onto the main straight, taking a very scary line as Barenko seems to take the first corner very wide as well. I think he's... Mons picked up another 3-second penalty. I think that's where they're getting caught out with penalties. They are just... as Barenko just drops it.
No.
What you were saying on one of them weird traction zones. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Uphill right and then left for the first one. And just a right for the second one. They're very, very odd. The car just loses completely any semblance of rear traction. It's an odd one.
As Mons, HL, and Gibbo, I believe, have all come out in pretty short gaps with the safety car still going around the track. It's doing a good job.
Yes, it's doing a very good job, exactly.
It's doing a good job.
I don't think it'll be a very good race back in Barenko and Stevie's parish. Another 3-second time penalty, just as I'm saying it, for both of them.
Stevie and Barenko, as the top 4 now have entered the pit lane.
Interesting. So yes, all of the medium runners starting to come in now. I think there's no one has stopped, no one has stayed out. Everyone has pitted now, but with fastest lap here from HL, who's in 6th or 7th, gone up to 5th now as he's overtaking cars coming out of the pit lane.
Absolutely fantastic recovery there from HL. I think he needed that.
Astonishing, yeah, and he was showing very good pace in the quali. Unfortunately for the invalidation, he's chasing after Mons now, who's no slouch, but he's only 2 seconds back.
But
He seems to be keeping it around 2 seconds. As Gibbo comes down the inside, very interesting move.
that was very brave there on the brakes, Gibbo.
Absolutely, and yeah, he's kind of known for that. He's very, very brave on the brakes.
He is.
He's a bit of a Daniel Ricciardo.
Is one of our more aggressive drivers. I do trust it, Gibbo, a lot when it comes to being side by side, but he is one of our aggressive drivers, and sometimes that's what you've got to be.
Exactly, you need a bit of grit, you know.
Yeah, I think Simi too many times has been called a bit of a pushover and lets people go. Where last season he was most improved because he stopped doing that, because he started racing, and I think
Got a bit more grit.
Yeah, and Gibbo has always raced hard, but fair.
But very fair, absolutely.
Yeah. When he makes a mistake, he owns up to it and disappears for quite a while because he doesn't like his racing. He takes it upon himself to be hard on himself.
He takes the shame and works on it, which is fair enough.
It is. This would be a very good result for HL after the back of the win at Baku last week.
Absolutely, yes.
What
and
he
it's
needs.
a second for him.
Yellow flags in sector 3. Not sure what that's for. That is for a retirement. That is Barenko retiring in the pit lane.
Ooh, that is, yeah. He wasn't having a very good race anyway, so I don't think he'll be too thrilled. He's not scoring here because he's an F1 driver, but all the same, he still wants to have a good race, and he won't be too happy. Now, hopefully the car does not come back out on track.
No, Simi and Ennis are side by side there.
Ooh, it's looking. It's actually. Is it Extinct and Simi?
It's all three of them now.
Ooh, Ennis having a look as well.
Yeah, it stinks having a bit of a torrid time there. Like you're saying before, he is usually quite dominant in these F2 cars, but okay, quite struggling.
Absolutely, it's an interesting track. Definitely throwing a few curved balls.
I remember a couple of years ago doing this a couple of seasons ago at Simcade, doing this in the F2 cars, and I believe there was a video of me dodging a few cars going sideways. Tokyo drifted it.
What is it they say with the Moses? Is it not Moses? Noah and the Ark, and kind of opening up a sea between you.
Parting the seas. That is Moses. Exactly, you're correct. That's the first time.
Yeah, Moses. Right. There we go.
Is it Moses? Yeah.
I'm not up to my biblical lore, unfortunately.
That surprises me. To be fair, I thought you'd be more into the. No, I'm joking.
It's a bit of an Irish thing, is it?
Yeah. No.
Simi is the big loser there from the three. He's kind of starting to drop off. I think he's starting to struggle now.
Them soft tyres don't look like they're going to last.
Exactly, that is an interesting one. Yes, all the soft runners now coming up the grid, but we'll see now.
It seems to gain a lot of time around that corner that they just passed and then lose it all in the exit, in the corner exit. I don't know whether he's struggling with traction out the corners, but it doesn't look like he's comfortable on the exit of corners. As just quick notice that V2 has caught right up to the back of Ninja. I know that really doesn't mean much for V2, but obviously pride over points.
Exactly, and a good feeling in the car is definitely what he'll be happy with going into the Formula 1 race.
I don't know you're missing out on the F2 race, but how much does driving the F2 and the F1 give you track knowledge, or is it more difficult because obviously you're trying to learn two different disciplines?
Definitely from you do all your practice. Well, for me anyway, I do all my practice in Formula 1. And so doing the Formula 2 cars does kind of throw you off a small bit. It does give you some track knowledge, as Mons has lost it somewhere. He's brought it into the pits and has retired.
Yeah, I think
an interesting one.
A lot of these people have just are getting too many penalties.
Tired. Exactly, and also probably want to preserve their kind of energy and probably their kind of braking points as well for the Formula 1. Because as I say, the slower cars will throw you off. There's different braking points to think of. There's different throttle on points. They're definitely not the same sort of. They're not a Formula 1 car light. They're definitely a different car, different breed. They talk to you differently through the steering wheel. Extinct having a look at Tom here. This is very, very close.
Just on board with V2 at the moment. Is hunting down our championship leader, Ninja. I mean, that's a gap pulled. I think it was a couple of seconds, which is nice. However, V2 has picked up 8 seconds of penalties, so if I was Ninja, I'd probably just, instead of getting into trouble, just let him go. Again, looking at the penalties, they are racking up something chronic here with 14 seconds to Stevie and Mikey with 11. V2 8, and Gibbo's now picked up his first 3 seconds as well.
Ninja having a nice defense here. He goes to the outside, letting V2 into the inside. It's probably most advisable to let him go. Ooh, but he's not.
No, he's not. He's not giving it.
He's not giving up at all. Now, if they do come together, it's
up the inside, hitting that curb there. Ninja, you don't want to be hitting that curb.
Oh, it's not something I go on the outside. He does back off after a while, and V2 does get the wing open. Gibbo just had a big moment behind them. He's not going to be catching up. There's a yellow flag in sector 1.
And that's for Extinct.
I
think Extinct might have dropped it just slightly.
Yeah, Ninja's not giving up on this one. He's very close to V2. V2 seemed to get better traction out of there. I'm not sure what Ninja's running as regards traction, but
I suspect it'd be on medium. It would be my guess. After knowing Ninja for quite a while, I'd say medium.
V2 seems to get better traction out of the corners. He got a nice run out of that one as well. But on the brakes, it seems to be Ninja's better one. He's taken a tighter line out of here, which might benefit him. He does. He's 6/10 behind. He got a slightly better run, I think. The delta is kind of hopping around a bit, but yeah, it's closing.
So Extinct
will have. Go on.
No, Extinct's all over the back of Simi. I think it's just because, after dropping it, it's caught up back to him. Go on, you carry on what you were saying about Ninja.
No, I was just keeping an eye on Ninja and V2 here, but V2 seems to have that one signed and sealed. He didn't have to defend for the for what is second on track, but obviously it's still first for Ninja.
Yellow flags in sector 2, I believe. They're cleared straight away. There's nobody around that area. As Craig picks up a 3-second penalty. It was for Craig. Literally, the positions just swapped, I believe, with Mikey and Craig there.
Yes. As we're coming into the penultimate lap.
Move there on. We are, yes. Move there from Extinct. I think Simi might have just not anticipated the wheel spin there coming out of a corner and just.
Yes, as Ennis is on side by side with Tom. They're both completely side by side. Tom has kept it around the outside. Beautiful.
That's a beautiful move there, but
completely side by side through turn 8, and neither of them have dropped it. We're going to turn 9 now. They're still side by side.
That is fantastic racing.
Amazing racing.
And I have to say, kudos to Tom, who's really, really upped his game in these F2 cars. Another one that's found his calling is F2 cars. I don't know whether it's because they're a bit slower, a bit sluggish, less downforce. Look side by side now with Extinct.
Yeah, he didn't seem to get the last the last sector very good, but Extinct definitely looking a bit of racy on these soft tires. As we do have Cornish coming into sector 2 now, he's an absolutely dominant race by him.
He is. We'll get to him as he gets into a little bit closer to the lap. How far is he? He's just entering sector 2 now.
Yeah.
So as he enters sector 3, we'll pick our race leader back up. It looks like V2 and Ninja, there's still only half a second between them. And back about Extinct and Ennis are still going at it. With that battle now, it looks like they've all caught back up to each other again. They were sort of, the gap was formed as Tom just dropping it there in the background.
And Tom will be looking at this because Ennis, of course, is also an F2 driver.
Indeed.
So he will be very, very interested in the result of this one.
Indeed. Can Extinct get a move done on Ennis as a safety car yet again getting in the way?
Tom did have a bit of a moment with it. Extinct is right on Ennis's back. He got a better exit there, but Ennis did.
And our race leader is just about to cross the line. There's Cornish has finished the race in P1, which I think has been for the past couple of days. We will just jump on board with Ennis and Extinct. Can Ennis hold off this attack from Extinct? I know really it doesn't mean anything for points because Extinct is in the F1, but around the inside there from Extinct. Can you keep the move?
It's going to be a drag race here to the line.
It is. They are side by side, giving each other plenty of room. It looks like Ennis might just not Extinct. No, they're swapping.
Yes, but Extinct gets it over penalties, I think.
Yes. Simi then does pick up a place as well, does Tom, because of all the penalties that are coming to picked up. But that is fantastic racing towards the end.
Absolutely, and a beautiful race by HL, fourth. After being at the back of the grid, I cannot believe. But Ninja obviously bringing this one home. This is his third win this season.
It is, yeah. He missed. The only one he didn't win is Baku, as Polly Blar crosses the line with just Craig and Mikey to finish. They were pretty close together at one point, but I think Mikey just might have had an issue. I'm not quite sure what he's doing.
Yes, he seems to be stuck in second gear. I'm not sure if he uses... Yeah, he's full throttle on my screen.
I wonder if he's run out of fuel.
It actually may be, yes. Because he's stuck at 50 miles an hour. That would be... He's going down the hill now, so he's getting a bit of a boost. But
downhill, downwind. He's going to come up. He's going to come up a bit of a hill a second. As you can see,
45 now.
This might be the longest ending to an F2 race I think we've seen. Is he going to make it up the hill?
So I think we have the Formula 1 scheduled for tomorrow, is it?
Yeah, I think. Does somebody want to get help him push it?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
I think he's come off the throttle now, but he's definitely inching over.
I think he might be taking the Michael. I'm sorry the pun, but I think
he's 5 miles an hour here now.
I think this is going.
I think he might be listening in.
Yeah. If you are listening, joke's on you. Thank you very much, Michael. Very good. Very good. That is just what we needed. Oh dear.
He's the driver of the day in his book, anyway.
As Extinct picked up the game's driver of the day.
Yes. To be fair, it was a very good recovery from him too.
Solid. I think, me personally, I'd say HL with a fantastic recovery. Yeah, that was brilliant recovery.
No bias with the Irish.
No. Definitely not.
Not at all.
No, I'm going to say, no, I'm joking now. I'll stick with HL. He had a fantastic recovery, just what he needed. We will just run through the order there really, really quickly. We've got Cornish picking up another win in the F2 cars, but the main prize goes to Ninja, who picks up all the points here in the F2, followed by V2. HL picking up second as well in the F2 series, with Gibbo, Extinct, Tom, Simi, Ennis, Stevie, Golf, Polyblar, Craig and Mikey rounding up the finishers, with Mons, Barenko, Golden Flame and Jack non-finishers. A lot of penalties there, as you can see, did move around the order quite a lot there. We've been joined by Ninja. Just really, really quickly, how was that for you?
I had so much fun with that race. Cornish was just a little bit too quick. I stayed with him for a bit because he was on the mediums and I was in the softs, but then he just had too much pace and he got away. But it was the fight with V2, because I was like balancing the time. I think it was 3 seconds and he was just slowly eating away at it, and then he finally got me with 2 laps to go. I think he drove a perfect race, and it's a shame he had penalties because he definitely deserved that second. But I'll take the unofficial win for F2.
Oh, so, it's definitely official.
Yeah. But that was a fun race.
Brilliant. Well, congratulations on extending your lead in the championship. I'm hoping next week, before we hit the mid-season break, that we do get a bit of a leaderboard. However, if you do want to find out where everybody stands, do head over to our website. Everything is on there. Thank you very much, Fenton. I know you're going to have to get your backside into an F1 car, so thank you very much for joining me.
Trying to psych myself up.
Yeah, it's fantastic as always to have you with us.
Perfect, thank you, and I can't wait to watch back the commentary from you two.
Well, I hope you have a fantastic race in F1. Enjoy yourself.
I do too. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Welcome, Ninja. I believe you will be joining me for the F1 as always.
I will be indeed.
And well, whilst we're setting up the lobby, I would just want to take everybody to a video. Now, this video is very serious, so if you're not offended, but if you do not want to watch this video, then you can just skip it for a minute. But I believe it's something that I feel is quite necessary right now. So I'll just head over to the video and then we'll come back to the racing as we hit the F1 at Portimao. So back in 2 seconds, guys.
Clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Bring me sunshine in your smile. Bring me laughter all the while. In this world where we live, there should be more happiness, so much joy you can give to each brand new bright tomorrow.
What are you gonna do today?
I would go run around in my new shoes.
Make me happy through the years. Never bring me any tears. Let your arms be as warm as the sun from up above. Bring me fun, bring me sunshine, bring me love.
Okay, and we are back. As I was saying before, guys, if you are struggling, then do reach out to. There is a lot of professionals that can help. So don't be leave yourself in the dark, and do speak out. Right. Anyway, back to some racing. Hopefully, we're ready for racing. Are we going, or are we?
I think so. I'm just going to load up your stream.
Okay. Right, well, I'll tell you what then. We'll head over to another video. This one is...
Oh, no.
No, it's literally a minute. 1 minute.
1 minute, okay.
1 minute. You got 1 minute to sort yourself out.
I'm already sorted out.
This is a promotion video done by Calm with an England superstar. So it is a fantastically produced video. So, yeah, we'll be back in another second. There you go. There's the one and only Declan Rice there with Calm. It just, again, is another fantastic video that Calm managed to put together. I do have another one for next week. Yeah, next week we're racing next week. So I do have another one for next week with another superstar. Right, we're going to get some F1 racing.
We are. Indeed we are.
We are.
It should be a bit of fun tonight. Hopefully a lot better than Baku last week. Few drivers dropped out. I think Craig doesn't like to do F1 or HL. But we're still 17 on the grid, so it's a good number.
It is, yeah.
I don't know, from the F2 experience, it seemed to be pretty clean.
There was some server glitching. We did have an issue with the safety car being on track the whole race.
No,
I don't know
did
if
hear this.
Yeah, I don't know whether that was happening with you. No.
No, we didn't have a safety car.
Oh, well, the safety car was out on the track the whole time.
Just driving around.
Yeah, it was just driving around, being a nuisance. And when people were getting close to it, it looked like they were hitting into it.
It's a wet race.
It's a wet race. Wait, what?
Or, well, it's wet quali anyway.
Is it meant to be? Oh.
Yeah, it's on dynamic weather, you see, for F1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, guys.
Interesting. So, and it is one-shot quali.
It is.
For this, so we could see quite a few DNFs from this.
Well,
hopefully not, though.
We'll wait to see who we get on board with, because whoever the game chooses, I've just decided that is the person that's going to get aired. We had Cornish for the F2.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I mean, it's just... It flickers around too much, and it gets very confusing, and on screen it looks very off-putting, so it's just whoever we get, we get. I don't think there's many people that are happy with the raining situation. The chat seems to be aimed at Gibbo and Stevie having a bit of a... I'm not quite sure what that's about, really.
I don't see that at all.
In the F1 general chat.
Oh, no, I think that's something else.
Oh.
Gibbo put in some number.
Oh.
Which I think's that old 0800 00
1066. It's yeah.
The insurance thing or whatever.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Hastings Direct.
That's it, yeah.
Oh, they were talking about somebody putting in an instant report. Right, okay, claiming it. Right, okay. I get it now, okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Right, so for qualifying in the Haas, we've got Jack. He's going to take us around a lap of Portimao in the rain. Exciting. I don't think it rains very often in Portugal, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, if you want to change someone,
yep.
Press square, go to their name, and then press X.
We'll let Jack... No, we won't let Jack take us around the track. He's around.
Jack has spun.
He has. So we shall try and pick somebody that's going to be somewhere near. I'll tell you what, we'll go on board with V2, shall we? As the pack seems to have evened out now. It has just gone through Sector 1 complete, and now Sector 2 is tight left-hander there. So especially tricky in the rain. I would like to think it's not very nice.
Full wets as well. This is not intermediate weather. Full wets.
This is finding the men from the boys.
Yeah.
It's a nice sweeping right-hander uphill, and then we're going to drop down the hill. It's a little bit of a straight, bit of a short left-hander. I went sideways. There's a video of me. I will dig it up somewhere. There, doing a bit of Tokyo drifting. I was talking to Fenton about it before. So yeah, Sector 2 complete. It's still P3 on the timing sheets. Bit tight left-hander, and then we are going to go the long right-hander before we hit the main straight. And I just think that corner just feels like it's never ending. It goes, you finish it, and then you start again.
Yep.
And we drop down the hill, and then we get a short incline up. Oh, he's lost it. Oh, whoa.
Oh, wow, he got a really big tank slapper there.
He did.
That's really unfortunate for V2. Hi, Clara, in chat.
I cannot see the chat. I'm not going to lie. I've been wondering for chat what's been going on. Hi, Clara. Everybody in chat got Gibbo. My chat hasn't been working for ages. I've had it right in front of me the whole time. It's not working. Gibbo, Barenko, Stevie, everybody in chat, hello.
So hopefully the actual race is going to be dry now.
Well, Cornish picks up pole position for Formula 1, followed by Mans and Barenko, Extinct, Gibbo, Tom picking up P6, fantastic qualifying for him. Obviously, it's a bit of a rain master. Paulie Blois picking up P7 with Stevie, Cornish Mantis, Mikey, Fenton picking up 11, our very own Fenton in the commentary box for F2. I'd be a bit disappointed with that. 13 seconds behind with Golf, Ennis, Jack, who dropped it. It was V2 again who dropped it as well, and disqualifications of Simi, and no time set by Golden Flame.
Yeah, Golden Flame had a quali disqualification.
I did, yes. So I totally forgot, yes, from last week's instant reports. I know we don't make these public, as in public to you guys, but after the race last week, there was some heavy discussion, and stewards did decide to give Golden Flame, it is dry for the race, Golden Flame a qualifying ban.
Sometimes the people in the pictures, Clara, are actual aliens. So what you're seeing there is their alien hands. It's the way to tell them apart from other humans.
What's this?
Do you know why the drivers have like really weird poses
No.
for like fastest lap and stuff?
Oh yes. Yeah.
Equality,
Yeah. Yep.
A bit messy.
Right, I get you now. Right. Sorry,
Yeah,
I was absolutely
sorry.
miles with her.
I was trying to be funny,
Right.
and
Okay.
it completely flew over
Backfired.
your head.
It did.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it didn't fly over my head. I was reading the message that whilst listening to you talk about fingers and aliens, and I was like, I'm not quite sure what I walked into here. Yeah, it's one of those awkward bar moments, where you walk into an awkward conversation and you're like, okay, aliens, fingers. The sky is blue. I'm joking. Anyway.
Is the sky blue or is the sky
Clear.
only
The sky is
appear blue
clear.
because
Yeah.
of the way it refracts light?
Refracts or reflects?
Refracts? I think it's refracts.
No, reflect.
No, reflect is to
Yeah. Reflect.
reflect off, but I think it refracts. You know, like the little prisms.
Right, okay, yeah.
I think refracts the word.
Yeah, you play this I'm not so smart guy, you come out with some things like this.
I'm going to Google it.
Yep.
Refract.
I'm just not in on the joke. No, I'm not. I never am in on the jokes, to be fair. I'm always the guy that gets left out.
Refract.
Refract.
Make a ray of light change direction when entering at an angle. So that's what the sun's doing. It's refracting, and that's why we see blue.
There goes.
Welcome to science.
Science 101.
And F1.
And F1, yes. But to be fair, lots of science in F1.
Well, if you do look at F1 in terms of innovation, and it is seen a lot in road cars, most of it did start in F1. Like power steering started in F1. Was the suspension, the active suspension was F1 as well.
Well, the engine is the most fuel-efficient engine out there in the world.
Aren't they talking about 100% biodegradable fuel?
Correct.
You know, which is great.
Yep.
Even though everyone's switching to electric now, so it's kind of pointless, but...
I mean, it is and it isn't. On a side note, Clara, I think me and Ninja should do a science show on Simcade. I think we're pretty good. Obviously, you with the more science stuff and me with just talking. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Formation lap?
Like white coats? Yeah, there's a formation lap.
I can get you one.
I think we should have white coats as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I can make that happen.
Going all out. Can you imagine applying for like a grant from the Simcade Fund? It's like, what do you need for a white coat? Please.
Yeah, if you want to make your submissions to the Simcade Fund, then go to It's Never Gonna Happen. So,
yeah.
You know. Right, so we do have formation lap for the F1. Again, we are struggling. Well, you can't. It's impossible to do it in the F2 for some strange reason. Not quite sure why. Do we know why?
Because actually we probably could have had it on tonight.
Oh, because he had the full race.
Because we had a longer race, but the shorter races you can't.
Right,
it's the same way F1. If the race is too short, you can't put on a formation lap.
Right. So we have one watcher for the science show, Simcade Science Show, already. I think if we get a sign-up sheet for this, I think we're on to something. Seriously. Nobody cares about the Formula 1. Let's just get science.
It can be like, what do you call them? The slow-mo guys. I'd love to do some of that.
Yeah. That means you're going to have to get your face on screen, though, if you're going to start doing experiments and everything, though.
I'll just get a mask. It'll be safer for everyone. Anyways, back to the race.
Yes,
Golf
yes,
disqualified,
definitely.
so I'm guessing he's tapped someone.
Yeah. Or he didn't pull away from the starting grid.
One of the two, yeah.
Because if it had tapped somebody, it would have brought the other person with him. So he's patiently waiting on the grid as Cornish brings it around to the main straight.
Everyone's on different tyres. This is very strange.
Let's go for a quick look at the tyres, shall we?
Mikey going very aggressive.
Yes, on the soft tyres with Gibbo, Stevie, Fenton, Ennis, and Jack on the hard tyres. The rest on the mediums. I would suspect it would be a one-stop medium hard.
Yeah.
As we
few
do
drivers
have
missing their pit entry.
Yes, and we are getting ready for the start of the race. Here we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 lights and a flicker, and we're away. No, we're not. Are we away?
Eventually.
No. Somebody jumped start.
There we go.
And we're away. That's another weird glitch that we've had tonight that I'm not quite a fan of. It looks like Monza's going to take the inside line for turn 1 with Barenko tucking in the back. There's Cornish and Monza going side by side. These two seem to love...
Someone's around.
Cornish has lost out 2 places in the start. As Golden Flame has picked up 7 places as well.
Yeah, no, Stevie got spun there.
Okay.
I think everyone just punched up, so Stevie's down near the back of the grid. He is on hard tyres, so I think it's just settle in, hot lap now, and maybe catch back up again. He's lost a lot of places, but he hasn't lost too much ground.
Okay, very good. We don't want people to be too... Oh, there's a bit of a drop there from what seemed to be extinct. I think it's just getting onto power too much. As Cornish seems to have fended off Barenko's attack, and now it's just a case of settling down, as I think V2 has gone around at some point as well in Sector 2.
Yeah, V2 back of the grid. A lot of this stuff we'll see after the race when people submit incidents, as Ennis is dropping down.
He's yellow flag Sector 3 as well. Yeah, he is.
Oh, he's spun. Needs to be careful that he doesn't get disqualified. Was it Jack that got disqualified in F2?
But in the pit lane the wrong way, I believe.
Oh, interesting.
That's what I thought. As Mikey is dropping down the order. However, P8, he has made 2 fantastic starts in the F2 and now in the F1.
Did Mikey do an overtake on Simi?
He did. This is some new territory for Mikey in the F1 cars. In the F1 series, as Simi having to get his elbows out a bit there. I don't know if Mikey felt sorry for the overtake and has let him back through.
Yeah, there's no DRS at this stage, so... I have been saying to Mikey a few times, he's very aware when he's racing. He just needs to be a little bit more aggressive and go for the overtakes.
Yeah, it's just like Fenton through there. I think he gets to a place where he just thinks that everybody's faster than him instead of getting his elbows out and racing.
Yeah.
Cornish is still within 1 second of Monza. Does not want to let that gap slip too much.
No, especially because they will get DRS this lap. But in saying that, for Mikey, I think he does enjoy the racing, and that we're not super competitive here.
Some people are. That's why
but
they keep me in the commentary box, because I'm too competitive.
In terms of everyone's pushing, practice every night kind of thing. It is casually showing up as someone is around.
Yellow flags at Stevie. Oh, it's doing some donuts there on them hard tyres. Probably a good thing, actually, get them nice and warm. As Jack's just gone through on the main straight. 13-second gap to V2. So, he was a bit safe at the back there. As Extinct is closing up on Barenko as well. The 2 Alpines pushing each other along. As we have our first penalty. Mikey, I do believe that was done on lap 1.
Yeah, I probably just run a little bit too wide. This track has never had the most grip.
No, it hasn't.
And it's not really helping this year with these cars because they are a bit more jumpy.
Less dependent on downforce.
Yeah.
And with this track being so roller coastery, if that's a word, probably not.
Yeah.
No.
We'll make it a word.
Just shaking her head at me. The Mel just walked past. Went, oh my god, what's he talking about? It is just so up and down. There we go. We'll just stick to simple words, up and down.
Yeah.
As I was talking with Fenton about, as Cornish picks up a 120.7 fastest lap of the race so far. As I was speaking to Fenton, it is such a roller coaster of a track. It's fantastic for action. However, I think it's underused.
It is. And it's not... is it on this season?
No, it's not, no.
Which is a shame, because it is a fun track.
It brought some absolutely fantastic action. Oh, there's a bit of a moment there from Cornish Mantis, who just lost out to Golden Flame.
I just caught that.
Bit of a wiggle.
Big wiggle. Someone going slow on the main street. Is that V2? Yellow
I
flags are
think it
popping
is.
out.
Yep.
We're having issues, like you said earlier, with a safety car on the track. It's kind of strange.
And then the delayed start then, where the lights were out, but they weren't. The game's just joking with us.
But everyone's nicely settled in. It is the two Alpines is probably the closest on the track.
I have been on board with these for the majority, just watching them following each other. Now, a lot of respect from Branco and Extinct. You know, they've been with us a couple of seasons now. Sometimes not the... how do we put this without being horrible? They're quite aggressive, the both of them.
I think they've got a really nice love-hate relationship. Where they will be aggressive with each other, but it's more out of love than anything.
Yes, definitely. But they are very aggressive drivers. But, again, like I was talking to Fenton, sometimes you've got to be aggressive. You know, you can't have... like Simi had to be turn aggressive. Not aggressive, but put a bit of oomph into his racing.
Yeah.
Instead of being a bit, like a bit of a shove over. You can't be doing that, letting everybody through all the time. There is a point where you've got to get your elbows out.
Yeah. No, to pick your battles, and if you think you can battle someone, battle away. There's it's still a race at the end of the day. It's not, Sunday drive as such.
No, and Branko has come back from his absence. I know he was doing some exams last season. He's come back from his absence and been a bit more consistent.
Yeah, I think a lot of these drivers are realising, it's like you don't need to run with no traction control and really hate the game. When you can stick it back on medium and actually enjoy the racing, which is more important. I
believe you've been having a conversation with our very own V2 about this, haven't you?
Yeah, I think V2 is actually running medium tonight. Which hasn't helped so far. But it did help in the F2.
It did, which was fantastic to see. However, we've still got a lot of racing to go, so you never know. A bit of DRS action down the main straight here between the two Alpines. It looks like Extinct's going to go around the outside, and he does make the move stick before going into turn one. That's a brilliant move. That was brilliant.
DRS overtakes.
It is a very long straight here.
It is. It's one of the longest on the calendar.
It does span, longer than Baku? Have we not literally just been to the longest straight of all time?
Oh no, I said one of the longest.
Oh right, okay, that's alright.
So, I'm not sure if Baku's the longest or Mexico.
No, it's got to be Baku, isn't it?
It probably is Baku, but Mexico's really long as well.
But I think Vegas is going to be pretty close to it, isn't he? Next season?
Or fourth. Vegas? Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be...
I don't know what to make of Vegas yet. I'm hoping we see it soon.
Maybe. Well, we will hopefully see some F1 renderings of it before it turns up in real life, like we did with Miami.
Yeah.
So that could be interesting to see.
So we jump down towards near the back of the grid.
Oh, let's go.
Jack is right on the back of Stevie.
He is.
In the house. Oh
no. Jack's just... Right. The next time he asked me to move... I'm joking. Every time, right. Tom and Mikey, that's a move down the inside.
Oh, Jack's retired.
Jack has retired.
But yeah, that's a little three-way battle here now. Tom, Fenton,
Mikey and Fenton. I think that Tom... there is a safety car on track. It's either that or VSC. We obviously don't know. The safety car is on track. I can see it.
Safety car is on track. So Jack retiring has brought out the safety car.
It is. I think there's a drive-through penalty for speeding on the safety car, V2. That's confusing. I thought you only got them at the end.
Wait, what's it? The penalty is for...
Speeding on the safety car, the Delta, I'm guessing. Tom decides to bring it into the pits.
Yeah.
Tom getting rid of the tyres, putting himself in a set of mediums. It's Golf in the pits as well. I can see a few people diving in now. Bit early for a drastic switch, but for the people that were sort of middle of the pack, why not? I'd expect another safety car, me.
Yeah, so Tom's stuck on the mediums. Golf's gone on to the hards, so that would be him to the end of the race, I assume.
V2 is also in the pits, probably a good shout for V2, really, with him being so far. But they're so far behind.
He's going to have to come back in as well to serve the drive-through, unfortunately.
Who's that? V2? He is,
V2. Yeah, because you can't serve it onto the safety car.
No,
but he has got the hard tyres on now, so he will be able to go to the end of the race.
as our race leader dives into the pits, releasing Cornish.
So Cornish stays out.
Hmm.
And is this because he knows that he can't? Is the hard not going to be able to get to the end of the race then? So the guys that have jumped on the hards, well, I suppose they can switch to the softs near the end.
I don't know what the strats like here.
Yeah, it's a bit of an awkward time to come in. Because it's nowhere near the crossover. But a few stops there. A few people stayed out.
Indeed.
So Gibbo stayed out. He is on the hards though, so probably makes sense for him.
It's a
He'd be looking
Barinko.
at a 2-stop.
Brinko and Mike here in the pits, as well as our race leaders just caught up to the back of the safety car. Oh, a bit close there. Whoever was it, the Alpine and I don't know whoever that was. There is very, very close. That's
a lap car.
It is a lap car. Is it Ennis?
I'm not sure. Yeah, that's Ennis. Yeah. So Ennis is in the middle of this, which is really unfortunate that he's not able to unlap himself.
Yeah, there's something that they didn't bring in.
If he drove now, does he get a penalty?
I suspect he would do.
Although I don't think the game allows him to overtake the safety car, I know.
It's something that I wouldn't be willing to... Yeah, you are, yeah. The only way that you can do it is holding the downshift or the upshift button to switch gears.
Yeah.
It does look like it's causing a bit of chaos, though. I think with him ghosting, it's making it quite unsure for Extinct.
Yeah. But we should have, the rules is under yellow flags, safety car, whatever,
single
there's
file.
Absolutely no overtaking, and there shouldn't be any side-by-side either. As Paulie Billar comes into the pits, so this might delay... No, actually...
We're waiting on V2, who is just entering Sector 2.
Yeah, so they should all meet up. It's quite a long lap under the safety car, even though the actual lap's quite quick.
Yes. Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah. It is. Right, well, whilst we are hitting a bit of a lull... Okay, Cornish and Extinct to switch position and the switch back. Okay.
Yeah.
As we're in a bit of a lull behind the safety car, whilst we wait for the other guys to catch up. Guys, don't forget we are racing and spreading awareness for Calm tonight and for the remainder of this season. So if you guys want to donate to our link, then the link is below. If it decides to work, it's going to work. Hey, there we go.
Finally. It actually works.
It just works when it wants to work, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I know you were testing it before, and I was like, it's not going to work.
No, it didn't work earlier.
No.
It's working nice.
So if you want to donate, then do head over to our page. Every penny does help, and they are a fantastic charity, as of all of our charities so far since Simcade has been Simcade.
Yeah. And also, we did get word this week as well that we can talk about Combat Stress as well, which was our charity for the last 2 seasons. Combat Stress, because our community actually has a lot of veterans and armed forces members in. Combat Stress is, I suppose, more specialized towards that side of things.
Yep.
In terms of mental health, so it's good just to shout out Combat Stress as well. For anyone that has members in the armed forces or even family members as well, you can check them out and they'll offer help as well if that works. Yes, it does. I love when things work.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, as we're just waiting for Mikey, I think is the last runner. We'll have probably one more lap behind the safety car. So whilst we can continue to, not kill time, but also continue to talk about stuff like this. Guys, if you want to know what we're doing, when we're doing it, and how we are doing it, then do head over to our website. Also, in there is the link to our Discord page if you want to get involved with some racing, or if you just want to get involved with our community, then do head over to that. Oh, you've got all of our socials. Yeah, don't forget to check out YouTube, Twitter, TikTok. I believe there was a TikTok video last week done. Last week,
I think there was. The issue with TikTok at the minute is I have a lot on. And
yeah, no,
don't really
definitely.
time to do all the socials, but we'll soon have our social media manager back.
Oh, I believe the one and only Mitch will be returning from a deployment.
Yeah, so he'll be back soon, and I think that'll make things a little bit more streamlined as well.
Should do. And guys, just a quick heads up, you don't have to race to be a part of the community. You can just come and join us. There is always somebody about if you are struggling, or if you just want to be a part of it. We are ever growing, and we do like having new people. You know, we've had quite an influx of people, which is nice.
Yeah. We just, you know, sometimes it's just nice to hang out with people.
It is, as we are about to resume normal racing, and the quick word on the street is, guys, it's just a nice place to be. That's what the guys have been saying. It's just a nice place to be.
Yeah. There should be a way of doing it via PayPal, I think, unless they change that. I'll need to check that, Clara. I'll get back to you.
Oh, what, on... Just give in?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I think you can use whatever, can't you?
Oh, unless they changed it.
Okay. We'll check that out later.
Remember they changed the link? Remember we had a nice Simcade link, and now it's like numbers?
Yes.
You know, so maybe they changed it with the PayPal stuff and everything.
As we are resume normal racing, as it looks like there's extinct into a wall. I'm not quite sure what that was all about. There was a bit of a touch with Cornish Mantis.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what happened there, but yeah, he's lost front wing, and that's him dropping down places. Yeah, that's kind of ruined Extinct's race there, I feel. Yeah,
that did. As it looked like him and Brenko were on for a pretty decent race, though. I'm not quite sure. Again, Gibbo, the biggest winner out of that now of P4. Simi, P3. Big shout out to him. It looked like Mons was just about to take a dive up the inside there of Gibbo, but then thought otherwise. However, Gibbo did get a torrid exit out of that corner, so maybe down the back straight. Oh, no. Again, Gibbo running wide. That's the thing with this track is you don't have to cut a corner. You're just running wide picks up penalties.
Yeah, but everyone has to run to the same track limits as Mans tries to send down the inside.
Is there going to be a bit of a touch? There is, well held there from Mons. Needed to keep hold of it. Doesn't want to lose too much ground to Cornish. I think Cornish might have pulled out a bit of a wild card here by staying out. You know, keeping that track position. I don't think this is such a track. Oh, we have Mantis around. Dropping down the order. He has, it's coming around Mantis the last corner. Spun.
And there's everyone's so close here, all in the same street. It's just, if only there was DRS.
If only.
Because we're definitely in a train. But Simi is up into second place now.
There's the two McLarens.
The two McLarens.
1 and 2.
And second.
That's interesting. That with Gibbo close on the back end of that McLaren there in the Aston Martin with Mons sticking with him.
No, has Simi pitted?
No, Simi's still P2.
Stops. No, he hasn't. Eller has Gibbo, but Mans and Barenko has. So a few drivers may be out of position, but this is quite good from Simi holding into second. Gibbo will need to get past him as quickly as possible though, if he wants to get back after Cornish. And Mans trying his best here, trying to get past him, not able to do so. They're so close. Oh, is he going to send down the inside? He does.
And around the outside there from Gibbo, Mons is still battling away as well.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a bit of a touch there. Again, well held from Mons. I don't know whether that's the server glitching.
It's possible, but yeah, I'm surprised no one spun there. That was good driving. Oh, and Simi, is he going to hold his line? He's giving him room.
So, for clarification on that, you can use instant bank transfer, Google Pay, credit card or debit card, and PayPal. I'm not quite sure what the settings are on a phone, but I'm just on the page now. You can still use them things.
Yeah. It might also be because Clara's from Germany, so it might not work.
Maybe. Correct.
Yeah. Oh,
there is. Fenson's off. Oh no, Fenton takes out the advertisement board and nearly collects Tom in the process.
Yeah, that was a little bit unfortunate there. I don't know if there was a touch or whatever. But yeah, and Stevie fighting now with Golden Flame just ahead. Golden Flame, that's a really good recovery from the back of the grid. He's up into 6th place. I suppose the one-shot quali isn't too big of a hindrance.
I didn't think it would be.
No. But not solid. What's that? 11 places made up? And he's back among the front runners. Safety car probably helped as well.
Definitely.
Has he pitted?
Stevie, so from Simi down to Stevie, now all within half a second of each other.
Yeah. So the only ones that haven't stopped yet is Cornish, Gibbo, Simi, and Mantis. Everyone else has had a stop. So probably be a few more laps before that all settles itself out. But here comes DRS. Stevie on Golden
Stevie
Flame.
up on the inside. Both of them are DRS, but it looks like Stevie running the drag gear of the cars. It keeps it nice and tidy for the sweeping right-handers. It just keeps going, does that corner? Because there's another one, isn't it, that's literally one right-hander after the other.
Yeah.
And
it's
then
a really great corner, though.
But the last one being so tight, you've got to reel in that, swing it back across to hit the 90 left.
And it's turn 4 as well. You have to lift.
Yes.
There's no way that you can take it flat out.
No.
So and it is setting it up. So whoever gets a good exit out of there gets a nice DRS straight down into turn 5. Then.
Indeed, Simi is all over, all under pressure by Barenko, Stevie, and Golden Flame now has joined this group. A good recovery from Golden Flame, having served his qualifying ban.
Yeah, and there's just a little battle down behind as well with Lance.
Tom and yes, there is.
Tom, Golf, Mantis. Is Golf? Golf's. I need to stop going to people.
Yeah, it is. That's a couple of times you've given the commentators curse to race and then Ninja. Might have to. I'd say ban you from the commentary box, but if I do that, there's yellow flag sector 3.
Yeah, that's Golf. He spun again. Tom, DRS on Fenton.
Let's get on board with that. It looks like that one's up the inside, but Fenton not giving that one up. And neither's Tom.
No.
Both side by side, it's allowing Cornish Mantis to pick back up to this group as well.
Yeah, that was good driving there from Tom around the outside.
And holding his ground. Yeah, again, what I was saying, kudos to him for putting in a lot of effort when it comes to his racecraft and raceability. It is, a lot of time and effort.
I think there's one thing that we've noticed is that Tom and Golf Maniac add that into that as well.
Yep.
They do have the pace.
Yep.
There's just sometimes a little bit of lack of awareness and
is Fenton going to go around the inside here? He does just dive up the inside, gets a nose in there. Can he keep it? I don't know. Tom's still with him. I think that.
I don't know what happened there.
I don't want to say too much on that. We'll let the stewards decide the outcome of that one, but that was not a nice move. Such nice driving from the both of them, and
they're both gone.
Indeed. On a quick note as well, it looks like Stevie has found his way up to P4. Brinko moving up. I think Simi might have either dived into the pits or had an issue.
No, I think Simi's just been overtaken by people. And because he hasn't pitted yet, those mediums are probably going off. He probably should come in for the hards. Unless he's really trying to go long and maybe switch to the softs. Which would be quite a brave thing to do. But Barenko right on the back of Stevie. Also, hello, Hip. We do still have the Twitch stream up, and Hip's in there with Ouchie.
Hello, Hip.
Catching the end of that incident.
There it goes. Yep, Gibbo's around. No, sorry, Stevie around, and he did collect a bit of Barenko as well. Is it Barenko or Golden Flame? There's one of them.
That was Barenko. Did he pick up damage?
I'm not too sure. Let me just go on board. No, I don't think so.
Fine. I think he's fine.
I'd love to know how a full-on sideswipe doesn't create any damage, but...
Well, we're on standard damage, but I think it's on reduced the other thing.
As our race leader enters the pit lane, he only had a 5-second gap to Mons, so it did not look like he was having the most comfortablest of times as he's going to put on the hard tyres. Going to drop him down the order slightly, so he's got a bit of work to do. So does Barenko and Simi.
Shiny McLaren.
Simi and Barenko both enter the pits, so it looks like They were all just playing follow the leader.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh, there is a wing change for Barenko, so that's cost him a little bit of time.
So it did hit. It was Golden Flames, picked up 3-second penalty. So the only person not to have pit so far is Cornish, Gibbo, Fenton. Am I right in saying they're the three that haven't pit?
Details, stops.
Yeah.
So the only one that hasn't pitted now is Mantis. Oh, and Gibbo. Mantis and Gibbo's the only
Fenton.
Oh, and Fenton.
So I was
Sorry,
right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Mikey and Tom having a little bit of a battle here. Mikey actually overtook Tom.
Yep.
Go on, Mikey. I think Mikey had a nice little break there last week, and maybe that's done him the world of good. A little bit of sunshine. Oh, it's Tom coming in hot. And you see, I'm going to have words with Mikey.
Why? Letting people through?
Because he seen Tom coming there, and he didn't turn in, even though he had all the track to turn in. And I think it is just being overly cautious, which is fine on most days, but I think he can fight Tom here.
I think he can fight
Mikey's
Tom.
got the pace.
Yep, definitely.
Unless he's been sneaky and going for the DRS.
So I think Clara's just checked into it. She was saying that coming from Germany, they only accept credit card, debit card, but with a VPN, PayPal will work. So if you've got a VPN, then fantastic.
Well then, we appreciate you donating towards the charity, Clara.
We do indeed. Thank you very much.
All that money will go towards them. I think, what was I reading? It's £27 to help a person with their phone lines and things.
Yeah, it's not a lot, is it?
No. Because I think we all know it's like, suicide's not an answer to anything. It never is. There's always options out there.
There is.
And there's always someone to talk to. It might not be friends or family, but at least there is someone a phone call away. And in this day and age, we do have access, not just to phones, but even to the internet everywhere, so there's always options out there to go look.
And I'm pretty sure everybody has got a mobile phone slapped to their hand at some point.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And even if you don't, there's places like, there's still telephone boxes about in there.
Oh, that's a good question. I can't say as I've seen one in such a long time. But then I don't specifically go out looking for them.
Are you telling me you're not into like train spotting, but it's like telephone box spotting? I'm pretty sure that's a thing, though.
I feel like I don't want to answer this question because you already know the answer.
Oh, I'm just running it through my brain.
Right, I know we were talking about rollerblading disco yesterday.
Yeah.
We need Mitch. We need Mitch back because we're well out with the trends without our youth. I know Fenton's quite young, but he acts quite like mature, and
yeah,
same with HL. We have a lot of youth here. However, they all act very mature. Mitch is probably the youngest one out of all of us who does act mature. However, knows the trends of what's going on.
Yeah. That's we just see V2 making his way back up to 8th place now. This is a good recovery drive from him because he did spin twice on the opening laps. As Cornish does get past Stevie as well.
Maybe we need to spend a weekend at a teen youth centre, Ninja.
Oh, I don't know. That would drive me insane, I feel.
Okay. Any other suggestions? Anybody in chat got any suggestions? Hip's got to have a suggestion here on how to stay hip and cool.
Yeah. I think Hip's more hip than us. He actually goes outside.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard it's pretty cool out there. V2 takes a dive up the inside on Tom, but I think Tom's going to get the move back there. Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah. I think V2 a bit late on the brakes. You're right, though. Some of the conversations we have.
Oh, I've done it again.
Who did you go on to this time? Mikey! No, Mikey! No! He's pointing the wrong way with what appears to be some left front wing damage.
Yeah. I went straight on to Mikey and he spins.
Oh, man.
I think we're going to have to clip this after and just put a compilation.
Such a good job.
Compilation?
Compilation
That's
together.
the English word.
Yeah.
Yeah. of the crashes. But V2 right on the back of Tom again. Can he get him?
Here's V2 again.
Pull out that move.
We were talking about V2. It was hard at work on his downtime from Simcade, still showing his true dedication to the love of esports with his practicing constantly. The man is crazy. On his holidays, zen, calm, with what appears to be a partner of some girlfriend, sister, could be, I don't know, a mum. But
I don't know.
He just having such a good time.
Disneyland Paris as well when he was doing that.
Such a good time racing.
Yeah. He goes, sees Mickey Mouse, and also
races,
learning racing lines. And
yeah,
stuff.
I mean, if he, with his permission, I'd like to have him come into the commentary box just for, well, if he gets anywhere close, just to explain how much fun he was having and why he was practicing whilst he was in his downtime. Why he wasn't just having his downtime. Maybe there's a massive spin there for sideways action there from Extinct in the background.
Yeah, he just got a little bit sideways out of the corner there. Is that Extinct catching TG, or did he lose places? Oh, Mikey's out.
I think he lost places as Mikey is out. That's sector 3. I think, again, just had enough with himself. He'd be very disappointed there.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but at least he did the right thing. Went into the pits, retired.
Yeah, and the game hasn't brought him back out, which is fantastic. Thank you very much, game.
Yeah.
So we have another retiree along with Polybalar and Jack.
Yes. Which isn't too bad, considering we started with 17.
No,
so still 14 running out there as Lance finally pits. Now, is Lance going to go onto the softs?
Could he? 11 laps? It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a third of the race on the softs. Let's see. No, he's going to go on mediums. So
safe choice. Safe choice there. As shout out to Golden Flame. Again, I do quite a few shout outs on this. What have you
Simi and Barenko having issues at the back. I don't know what actually happened. I just switched to it and seen Barenko sideways, Simi coming in. So I don't know if there was a tap or if it was just a slide, but Barenko down in 12th. Actually surprised to see Barenko down there.
I know I did say about Simi getting his elbows out, but
yeah. Let's see. Barenko's had 2 stops, but he has lost 9 places from the start of the race.
Yeah, having a bit of troubles. The Golden Flame being the biggest winner at the moment. I'm not sure, has he been in the pits yet? I don't think so, has he? Oh, he has. Oh, right. So everybody now has stopped, and Golden Flame seems to be the man to catch.
Wait, is he? Yeah, everyone stopped.
P2, yeah. Great recovery.
That's actually crazy.
He's got a 7-second gap to Cornish as well. I know Cornish did run deep into the race. So Golden Flame, I think, along with Mons, did pick up the advantage from the safety car.
Yeah, V2 back in the pits. What's he sticking on this time? Softs. So V2 has switched to the softs.
Yep.
So he will be quick for the rest of the race. But a little bit of ground to catch up to get back into the points.
There is Tom, Mantis, and Extinct with Golf just a little bit behind them. Are all in a bit of a train here.
Yeah. Probably the closest battle on the track at the minute.
It's Cornish, Mantis, and Extinct.
Yeah. Not beautiful Ferrari. Not long before we start seeing the new liveries.
Well, yeah, it'll be a couple of weeks.
I think Haas is next week.
Is it Haas next week?
Yeah, the 31st.
Oh. They're always the first ones, aren't they?
Yeah. So I wonder, will they stick with the white and black that they've been using for the Haas livery? Which I think is on brand for them, so it should be expected.
Only
just once, I'd love them to come out with something completely different.
Lime green with purple spots.
Yeah, no, V2's had a spin. Is that a turn 8? I think that's a turn 8, yeah, up over the hill. So maybe those softs just been too confident on them. As Tom is coming into the pits.
Yes, I wonder if that is another wing change and on to the soft tyres to try and secure a top 10 position.
I just wonder, maybe the guys that pitted onto the safety car, their tires are starting to go off now. And we might be seeing a few more in, but yeah, he's onto the softs now for the end of the race.
As Fenton picks up the fastest lap of the race so far. It was so quick, I didn't even see it come up on the top of the screen.
Let's have a little look at what the fastest lap is. 119.8. Which is
2 seconds off qualifying pace. However, we wouldn't know what qualifying pace was because it was wet.
Yeah. Who's the next closest to him? Cornish Mantis with 20.4.
Oh, there, Gibbo's around.
Gibbo!
Gibbo's just about to take out 2 Emirates advertisement boards as extinct. And probably Cornish Mantis. They're going to be very close. Are they going to tap? No, they're not. They keep it clean. Oh, but well held there from Gibbo.
Got a little bit loose there. I'm guessing he wasn't able to get the power down as he wanted.
No.
But he is going to get DRS here now. The detection zone is now.
And we know Gibbo, he does like a car that goes fast in a straight line. So it looks like this is going to be pull out to the right-hand side. It is, yeah. Done before the corner. Bit of a jerk there from Cornish Mantis. I'm not quite sure he's anticipating him to pull in that close.
Oh, big lock up there from Gibbo. One of the few on the grid that actually runs with no ABS.
Rest in peace signs. We don't need them Emirates signs. Nobody needs advertisements around here.
Do we send the bill over to Gibbo?
Gibbo? Yeah, definitely. And Fenton for taking out the cryptocurrency one as well.
Yeah. Which isn't a bad thing.
No comment.
Yeah.
The less I say, the better sometimes.
Yeah.
As Cornish is actually slightly catching Golden Flame, and momentarily Golden Flame was catching Mons, but I think Mons is literally it's just evened it back out again now. He is able to manage the pace very well, is Mons, isn't he? When he's commanding like he is at the moment, he is able to just a bit like a real F1 driver.
Yeah.
You know, able to, can you do this time? Can you do that time? Each time around.
Just giving them deltas. I'm just on board here with Lance because he's really caught back up now with Barenko.
Yes, it's 4/10 gap. Go on, there's a nope.
Yeah, he just got a little bit loose there. Maybe a little bit of a wobble coming out of the corner.
He is. I know he was struggling with his wheel. I know he's just got the damn thing back. And
yeah.
Oh, was it overheating?
I think it was overheating. So hopefully, maybe he just needs to turn down the force feedback a bit so it doesn't overheat. But hopefully he gets it sorted.
See, if that, I know he paid all that money, and I'd probably be inclined to send it back, send it overheating. But if that was me, I'd have lost all the, patience in the world, and I'd just rip the thing apart myself.
Oh, that's just I think that's just bad now because he'll be looking at maybe future purchases from that company and maybe going, you know what, I'm just not going to bother.
Well, it's a bit like Team Blue and Team Red, isn't it? Or Team Green and Team Red when it comes to computer parts. When it comes to sim racing, there's only really 2 big names out there. Yes, obviously there is a lot more than that, but the big names are the Thrustmasters and your Fanatec's.
And the Logitechs, I think, in there as well.
Now, yes.
Yeah.
But now they've brought out their DD, yes. Yeah. But when it came to big term DD stuff, it was only the 2, really, wasn't it?
Well, Thrustmaster only brought out their direct drive wheel this year. Like they haven't had one before others, so I think it was Fanatec was really the only brand that was doing direct drive wheels. But thankfully, I think with lockdown and everything, people realise, sim racing's actually a big market. We'll get into it as Lance does go for the overtake, does he?
No, I think he just backs out at the last minute there. Yeah. I think he might have been bum clenching a bit there, which I would have done too because it's a scary corner. It's turn 1 here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Good driving from these guys.
Yes, definitely. I'm not quite sure whether Tom's letting him go through or whether that is a bit DRS assisted as he's going to go around the outside. He's probably going to run out of road. No, he keeps it on the track. Nice track limits there. But it looks like Tom's got the inside line. Tom. V2.
Barenko. Lance.
Tom's
not even involved.
Thank you very much. It's a blue car.
Yeah. The Alpine.
That one there.
Yeah.
Um,
It'll be interesting what kind of Alpine we get next year. Because I don't know if the BWT still sponsors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
But anyways, yeah, just a lot of steering wheels coming in now into the market.
definitely.
Some mid-range, and then there's just the extreme range. What is the Cosworth steering wheel? £7,000 or something?
Oh, please, let's not. Yeah,
For just the steering wheel.
it goes from a bit of a DRS move there from Fenton up the inside. As Barenko's not going to let him have it.
Barenko very brave around the outside. That was great. Oh, that's a little bit of a tap. Should get away with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll put that down to dirty air.
Yeah.
So it is, but he does have DRS once again, and we are running out of laps here. There's only 4 laps left.
There is, and this is battle for P10, and I don't think we have a great deal of F2 drivers in this. I don't think we do at all.
The first F2 driver would be
Golf.
Golf Maniac.
Yep.
In 7th, so Stevie and Simi will pick up the last 2 points, I think, for the F1 drivers as such.
But who knows? Anything can happen in the next 3 laps.
Yeah.
So Stevie picks up a 3-second penalty. That's not going to help him at all whatsoever.
No, what's he sitting on there at the minute? Because Simi isn't too far behind.
However,
6
just going on
seconds.
board, we do have Golf and Stevie side by side.
Yeah.
Nice move there.
If Simi can pick up, a second or so?
Yep.
He might be able to get on the back of Golf Maniac. No way, 6 seconds behind. Stevie has 6 seconds of penalties. Simi's 6.5 seconds behind?
He is 6.7 seconds behind.
Yeah,
7 seconds.
So
Yep.
Simi can get a second in the last 3 laps. Might be able to make up another position there.
I have to keep a close eye on Cornish, but I believe Cornish is probably going to run out of laps as well to get anywhere near Golden Flame.
This battle with Barenko and Lance has meant that
Still
V2
going
has
on.
joined them.
He has, yes.
So V2 on the soft tyres is right behind them now, and V2 is going to be lightning quick, I feel.
He is the 2 best buddies with Fenton and V2. The old GT7 rivalry is carried on now into F1.
Yeah. Which is good to see, because we knew that Lance and V2 were going to get up to speed on this game, and once they do, there's going to be some nice battling. Because Fenton is battling with Barenko, who we know for quite a few seasons is a very fast driver. They might be out of position. I think all 3 of them are out of position. They probably should be further up the grid. But yeah, this is DRS now, so Barenko might be a sitting duck here.
He has managed to fend him off for the last couple of laps. I don't know whether he is using a bit more of a draggier car, but around the outside, we've got V2 trying to go around the outside as well. There's with stick on board, but I think he thinks otherwise of that.
Yeah, I think it was just a little bit too late. But he'll go fight another day here. But I think Lance is going to lose out now on DRS. He is, so can he break the toe? He's trying it.
As he moves to the inside, tries to cut the track as close as he can, sweep out. They can't. There's not a lot of room there. Lucky that it didn't spin, but I think Fenton has lost out a couple of places there.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit of a touch from Barenko. Ooh, V2 down the inside. And yeah, this has meant Lance is able to make the move. Oh, this is all over the place. I don't know what's going to happen here. They're going to run out of room soon. V2 trying around the outside, not able to get that time, but Barenko, I feel, has lost out there big time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think Barenko was a little bit too aggressive on the outside of Lance. So maybe it just worked itself out in the end.
These soft tyres, I don't think they're going to last much longer for V2. I'm not quite sure what lap he pit on, but yeah.
Is he struggling?
Fenton has picked up a 3-second penalty. No, but I just don't think he's gaining much ground to Fenton as much as I would thought he would have.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. He's lost near 8/10 there.
They are 8-lap-old soft tyres, so I wouldn't suspect they would be lasting much longer with Barenko running.
That's a yellow flag. That's Mantis is around. And Simi does move up into 8th place.
I was just in the back end of Cornish Mantis around.
They're going to catch this.
Think-
Oh! Mantis wasn't always retired on the track. And hopefully this doesn't bring out a safety car. It shouldn't.
No, with there only being 2 laps left, I wouldn't thought it would do.
Yeah. Oh, Golden Flames in the pit.
Oh.
Oh, he's plenty of room though. Gibbo's only coming around the final corner now. With Extinct getting the overtake done. What happened, Gibbo? I didn't realise they were so close. But Gibbo has lost out here, and now Gibbo's dropped down into 5th place. Extinct up into 4th, but Gibbo got DRS. Can he get back down the inside? Oh, there's not much room.
Present there. Gibbo is trying everything. Oh, he has a bit of a loose as it hits the curb. That is not what you want to be doing, hitting them sausage curbs. Especially with the elevation changes around Portimao. You do not want to be doing that.
No, definitely not. I think it was the front right there, just caught the curb. Yeah, the Extinct up into 4th place. What's Golden Flames penalties like? Let's have a little look. 3 seconds, so he's fine. He's got 5 seconds.
Unsure why he's had to pit so late on in the race. He only had really one more lap to go, and he'd already served a pit.
Yeah.
Unless he's going for fastest lap.
But it's kind of strange to give up 2nd place.
It is, correct. I'm unsure. We might have to ask him when we get him in the commentary box at some point on why he made the decision to...
Maybe his tyres is going off.
The battle between V2 and Fenton is still continuing with Barenko as well. Catcher will just go on board with that. They are still all 7/10 gap between them.
Yeah. There's not very much in this. And this is for position. Because if we remove golf from the F1 drivers, this is for 8th place. So, half a second between them. Penalties. Oh, Lance has got 12 seconds penalty, so yeah, he's out of it.
Just the way you say that, yeah.
It was just
he's
like,
done.
You know, it's like, oh, this is... No, it's ruined.
No, it's
So, Barenko, I feel, will pick up the final point as such. Oh, wait, no, they have another lap.
It's last lap.
Yeah, but they have another lap.
Yeah.
As Mads goes across the line and wins the race.
He does. Wait a minute, that was anticlimactic. Cornish, you ruined that. Where were you?
So now, Cornish coming around the final corner, so
Yes,
he's
I'm
going to
just
pick up
picking him up.
2nd place.
A well-deserved second place there for the winner of the F2 race, Cornish. And coming around the last corner is Golden Flame to pick up what I can only say is the recovery of a lifetime there. We will find out why he did pit in the last lap. But P3, not a bad finish there for Golden Flame. And he does pick up the fastest lap of the race as well.
Yeah. So that would still be 11 points, whereas if he'd stayed in 2nd, he would have got 12 points.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so... Bit strange, but, you know... Maybe he just likes that statistic of fastest lap. But Extinct picked up 4th, Gibbo in 5th, Stevie in 6th, Golf in 7th. That's a good drive from Golf.
Yes.
I think he'd be happy with that. Simi going to bring it home in 8th. There we go. And now we've got this battle of Lance and V2. V2 losing out time. So has Lance let him go
I
past?
think, has just dived into... Yeah, I think it's just, yeah.
He's just let them past, okay. So Barenko does take 9th, V2 in 10th. Lance, is Tom close enough to take this off Fenton? No, he wasn't. Just a little bit too far away. So, Tom in 12th. That was a good race. And slightly over time because of the whatchamacallit? Safety car.
Yes. Right, we shall just quickly run through the order then, as Mons picked up a commanding victory at Portimao, followed by Cornish, who was just ruined by the safety car. Didn't have the right strategy. Golden Flame with an absolute mega recovery from back of the grid. The Extinct finishing P4. Gibbo, Stevie, Golf, Simi, Barenko, V2 rounding up the top 10, with Fenton and Tom rounding up the finishers. Cornish Mantis, Ennis, Mikey, Polyblar and Jack finishing off the grid. Driver of the day, Ninja?
I think I'll have to give it to Golden Flame.
I think after a disappointing and aggressive race last week, I think I will do the same.
Yeah. A very, very solid drive from Golden Flame.
Definitely. Fantastic recovery. Yeah. Right, we'll just head over to... What channel? Podium channel?
Podium
channel?
If you have time.
Oh, yeah, I got a couple of minutes. Don't worry about me.
Okay.
Let's do it. There we go. No, I didn't go into the podium channel.
Completely.
I have no idea what channel I went into then.
I didn't even see you in any voice chat.
Nah, I mean, it's just Stream Deck doing Stream Deck things.
Yeah. So who do we need? Mans and...
HL, love to see
Let's
somebody
have a
else.
mare. There we go.
Yeah. Okay, right. Well, we'll start off with Mons. Has just jumped in. I'll give him a second to have a breather. Are you okay? Mons is there.
Yeah.
So, an absolute worldie of a strategy call there. You seen the safety car. You brought it in. That looked like a great call. But yeah, how was that for you?
Yeah, it was a pretty easy decision for me since the safety car came out lap 7, I think, and I knew hards can last very long on this game, so I just thought to pit, and yeah, it turned out good.
It was there always a bit of a set, as you saw Cornish not decide to pit. Did you ever think that was the wrong call, or did you always know in the back of your head that was the right thing to do?
Yeah, I thought that maybe in the end he would catch me if he pitted later, but I don't know. I seem to have more pace on this track, and he never really caught up that much. So for me, it was the right decision.
That is absolutely fantastic. Congratulations on your victory here at Portimao. Well deserved, and again, just fantastic call there to box when you did on the safety car.
Thank you.
Cornish, on to you. I mean, I'd be disappointed with that. I know you were sitting P3 for most of the race after the safety car. I know there was a bit of jostling as well. Are you disappointed, or can you take a lot away from that?
This bloody safety car calls. I always second guess myself. I'm an idiot. I should just trust my gut. It threw me for 6, seeing the safety car. I didn't think the Hards would be able to make it, but like Mon said, the Hards couldn't go an age on this year's game, so I should have just followed him in. He was a couple of attempts faster than me each lap, so I had to use my battery to keep up with him and stay in DRS. And if it wasn't for DRS, he would have kept pulling away. So it was faster today. So props to him. But it would have been nice to have been on the same strategy and tried to have stuck with him for 33 laps, because after the safety car had gone, that was it. I was kind of in a little bit of a race by myself, trying to catch Golden Flame up. It was fun watching that gap come down from 10 seconds to try and get into the 3-second window of his penalty, and then he finally pitted when I got in there. But yeah, I live and you learn, don't you?
Are you feeling the pressure again now, or are you just sort of, Mons wasn't too many points behind. He did have 11-point lead in the championship, or are you just letting it be? After the back end of last season, where you just sort of let it go, or are you just letting it be?
I think that it's going to be close between me and Mons this year. I think there's tracks where he's going to be a favourite, and there's tracks where I'm going to be a favourite. So hopefully we have a good little championship scrap. Obviously, there could be another an extinct potentially, or a Golden Flame if he doesn't keep getting quali bans or naughty sausage roll. But but yeah, I think it'll be a good scrap this season. I don't think there'll be a clear runaway winner unless I bottle it or Mans bottles it. So it should be good. Should be a good one.
Well, congratulations on picking up another podium when you P2 today.
Cheers, guys. Legends as always.
Ninja, do you want to take on Golden Flame?
Yeah, Golden Flame, congratulations on 3rd. I think that might be one of your best drives yet from the back of the grid.
Yeah.
After what Cornish mentioned, the quali ban. So a big difference from last week. How did you find the race?
Well, I'm a huge fan of Portimao, so it was a good track for me. But I enjoyed it. It was fun. I enjoyed being 10 seconds in front of Cornish and just watching it go down. Because every lap I kept calling out how many he was catching, see if I could make it. In the end, he was too quick.
Yeah, because we were wondering why you pitted, but I guess we didn't realize you had a penalty.
Well, I boxed because obviously I wouldn't have lost anything from Cornish, and I had a 31-second gap to the guys behind, so I decided just to box for softs and get fastest lap.
Yeah, which you did grab there just at the end, so it's a bonus point. So the reason that you did pit was because of the 3-second penalty?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, okay. No, that makes sense now. Because we were wondering, like, why would you give up second?
Yeah, well, he was already in my 3 seconds. I wouldn't have lost anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we both agreed that driver of the day for yourself from that recovery from the back of the grid up into podium place. So congratulations on third. As well as to Cornish for second and Mans for winning the race. Congratulations.
Yeah, get on, lads.
Indeed.
Legends.
Thank you very much. And congratulations to the three of you for yet again another podium. And hope to see you again next week.
Catch you next week later. Bye.
See you soon. Thank you.
See you guys.
All right, work that time. There we go. Put me into a channel this time. Another end to a fantastic week of racing here at Simcade. That is ACC. I know I missed this race this week. Completed. That track was it? Oh, what track was it this week?
For what?
ACC.
It was one of the British tracks.
Snetterton.
No.
No? Anyway, it was a British track. And then obviously we had GT7 yesterday with the GR4s and GR3s and tonight with the F2 and F1. What a fantastic week of racing. Congratulations to our podium sitters. Thank you very much, everybody, this week for turning up and racing, and everybody in the chats as well. It's been a fantastic week. Thank you very much, Fenton, for being with me. Ninja, as always.
Yes.
Always
enjoyable. It was Donington, by the way.
Donington, thank you very much. Just a quick roundup, guys. Don't forget to head over to our charity page, which I believe is just a bit further up in the chat, or Ninja will post it now. Yeah. We are raising money for Calm. Every penny does matter. It really does. Like Ninja was saying before, £27 is what it costs to help a person. So it's not a great deal of money. I know we haven't mentioned a lot about them today, but Takona have yet again sponsored us for season 5. If you want to head over to their page, website, then do. They also have a fantastic store with monthly t-shirts. Is it still the Sega t-shirt this month? Still January?
It is, yes.
Yeah.
Sega Rally t-shirt.
Sega Rally. We do have a promotion code with 15% off at Simcade 15. So if you want to, go check out theirs. They are also spreading the word and the love for mental health. And with their hashtag, it's okay to talk. So guys, do check out their website as well. We are still associated with combat stress, as Ninja said. We are full of veterans here and military serving personnel. So we decided to keep tabs with combat stress as well. So if you need any help, then do check out their website. Also, our website, I know I'm rambling on a bit, and all our social medias, do keep an eye on them because we do post daily, videos daily. Just a bit of a stats warning. We are only 500 views off 20,000 here at Simcade, which is astonishing.
On YouTube?
Yes, on YouTube.
Wow.
Yes, I know, right?
Didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I know, right? So, guys, we do thank you for watching all our videos and being with us. It does mean a lot to us. So, guys, let's keep it up and keep it going on the rights. Well, again, like I was saying, thank you very much for a fantastic week. Thank you very much, Ninja. It's a pleasure, as always, to be with you here in the commentary box. And on to next week's track. Just quickly.
Which will be Hungaroring.
And then for the other races...
ACC will be at Spa during the
Tuesday.
night.
Oh, night race. That one will be interesting. I am back for that one as well. So don't forget to check
and we're
that
heading
out.
to Sardinia for GT7.
And then Hungaroring for the Formula 1 to round off what will be our mid-season break as well after next week. So, guys, thank you very much wherever you are around the world. I hope you have a good morning, a good evening, and a good night. Thank you very much, and see you all next week.
Have a good one.
Good night.